everyone, my name is Hristo and today I will be showing you one custom developed tool for analyzing cryptocurrencies. You will receive this tool as a link to a Google Sheet. It will look like it's right now on my screen. Before we start analyzing the cryptocurrencies, it is important to know that as this sheet is residing online, it is best that we first make a copy of this sheet to your local Google Drive. If you don't have a Google Drive, do not worry, you can still use the whole functionality just within your browser, but there could be an issue if more than one person is using the sheet at the same time. You might overwrite each other's input and cause some issues. So, initially let's first copy the whole sheet to our local Google Drive. The first thing we should do is go to File, make a copy, and then click OK. What this does is it actually makes a copy of the file to my own Google Drive. And now you see that the address of the sheet is different than the previous one. This is not a mandatory step, but in case there is more than one person working on the online version of the sheet, it could cause some issues that you can overwrite each other's input. So it's best if you always work at a local copy of the file to avoid this kind of issues. After we have made the copy of the file, we can go ahead and choose the currencies which we want to select. I have a pre-selected list of currencies which now I'm going to input, just to show you how this can go. So we are starting with Potcoin. I can either input the Potcoin by typing Potcoin, or I can type the ticker, which is POT. It doesn't matter which one you select, either will work. Then we just go ahead and add all the other coins. The file is editable only on the green fields. Keep in mind, however, that this is valid only for the online version of the file. So, for example, this is now the online version of the file. If I come here and try to edit something, I'll get an error. After you make a copy of the file, now you are free to edit any field you want, as you can see here, but I strongly suggest against doing so. The idea is that you should edit only the green fields. So now I'll just go ahead and add all the coins that we want to analyze. These are all the cannabis related coins. Now, we have all the coins selected. As you can see, I have selected 9 coins, and in case you want to show less than 10 coins, this is as much as the sheet support, you can just choose Leave Empty. Leave Empty is almost always located at the top of the drop-down selection here, or you can just type it in. Now, after we have our coins, the next step is to select the period for which we want to analyze the data. Currently, it is set between the 1st of November 2017 and 7th of February 2018. The file should always have the data up to yesterday, so we can pretty much select yesterday's date here. Let's see, so today is the 19th, let's put the 18th of February. After we input all the data needed, it takes a second or two for all the data, for all the charts to update. So now, after there are no more calculations visible in the top right corner, we can just move ahead and look at the different sheets. The first sheet is the compare dashboard. Here we can see all the different coins compared to one another by different metrics. For example, here we can see all the coins listed by price in USD, and their price is listed for 2 distinct dates. First, it's listed for the beginning of our period, the 1st of November 2017, and then it's listed by the end of the period, 18th of February 2018. You will notice right now that, for example, for one of the coins, Bonger, there is no data which is available currently. This means that CoinMarketCap does not currently have data for this coin. Another important thing to notice is that here we can choose an offset period. What does this entail? Right now you can see that all the dates which are shown here is a period of a single day, which means that we are showing the price for exactly the 1st of November 2017 and the price for exactly the 18th of February 2018. If I choose an offset period of 5 days here, for example, now automatically all the data and calculations would be changed to averages. So now we are seeing here the average price of Paragon between 1st of November 2017 and 6th of November 2017. On the other hand, the red line now shows the average price between the 13th of February and 18th of February. Generally you would want to use this as the default of 0, but I'm just showing you that there are alternatives on how you can use this one. After the charts are selected, you will notice that all of them are sorted by volume. So here, for the coins where we have all the data which is needed, all of them are sorted by their last price. The next chart is showing us the change in price as percentage. So here we can see that hemp coin has the highest increase as percentage price of 1600 percentage points. Then as we move on further, we can examine in the exact same fashion different important KPIs for the coins. All the charts are coming in pairs of 2. The first chart is showing the absolute values, as here for example the 24-hour volume for the 2 days that we have, and the second chart is showing the percentage increase between the 2 selected dates. So we have the charts for price, traded volume within 24 hours, CoinMarketCap rank, and market capitalization. Now, this is everything for this sheet. Let's take a look at the next one. We are coming to the single coin dashboard. Right now, what we can see that it is showing an error. It is saying the following, that the coin which we have selected to show on the charts must be one of the 10 selected coins which we are having on the sheet start here. So, as you can see, 2GIF is not one of our 10 selected coins here. We can go ahead and just use the drop-down menu to select one of them. Now the error goes away, and what we can see here are 4 different charts. The first chart is the price in US dollars, second chart is market capitalization in US dollars, rank from CoinMarketCap, and finally the 24-hour trade volume in dollars. We have 2 additional options on this sheet for additional functionality on the charts. As you can see right now on the charts, there are 2 distinct events which are plotted, event A and event B. We can look what those events show with the description here on the right. What event A is telling us that there was a 200% point price increase from certain price to another price on the 31st of December for this coin. And event B is showing us that there was a 52% price increase on the 3rd of December for this coin. Those events are controlled by those 2 green fields which you are seeing at the top. We can plot 2 kinds of events. When we have a price change higher than certain threshold, or when the coin changes rank more than certain threshold. So let's try and change those thresholds now. Right now you see that the original values was that we are showing any price change greater than 50%. Let's try and change this threshold to 30%. Now we have additional points plotted on displayed on the chart. So apart from the two events, the 52% change and the 200% change which we saw, now there are three more, which are two price increases more than 30% and one price decrease more than 30%. Now let's go ahead and play also with the other variable. Now rank change more than 300 is quite a lot, so let's try to bring it down more than 50 rank changes and see what happens. Apparently there is nothing, which means that cannabis coin did not jump more than 50 ranks at any given time, so let's try and find the parameter which is relevant. Okay, now we had one event pop up when we changed the threshold to 20. Event C is telling us that the rank of cannabis coin increased from high 200s to the low 300s on the 1st of January. We can see this as event C here. So this is how you can operate with different events on this sheet. It's important to know that each and every event is plotted on all of the charts. The reason for this is if you're trying to understand how the certain events impact certain KPI, or vice versa, how does certain KPI impact the events, you can see this on the charts with the different plots. So for example, if we come here, I think it's quite obvious to see, especially for events E and D, that the 24-hour volume had definitely an impact on those events. And we can see this on the charts. Finally, the last part that I'm going to show you is the investment simulation. Using this sheet, you can simulate any investments that you would like to make in any of the coins for the start and end of the period. There are two things to notice here. First, all the coins are sorted in descending order based on their percentage returns. So, because we had 9 coins selected at the beginning, you can see that one of the rows is blank. Against this blank row, you will see that there is, in the coins bought column, there is ignore amount. What this is telling you is that the calculation for the totals will not use this number here, invested USD, for this particular row, because it's not finding any coin. Also, a good thing to notice is that the Bonger coin was available at the beginning, but it's not available at the end from CoinMarketCap, which means that the way that the simulation is considering this coin is that we have invested $1,000 into it, but right now our return is 0 because the coin is no longer listed. So, how can we use the investment simulation? It's pretty straightforward. We just need to change the invested amount that we put against different coins. So I can change the hemp coin from 1000 to 2000. As you can see, now the total increased to 10,000. This is that we have 8 coins each for 1000 and 1 coin for 2000. Then it is showing us how many coins we could have bought at this date with this amount, what was the price at the start date, what is the price at the end date, what is the value in dollars at the end date, and what is the percentage increase. Then the total row is showing us the total end date value, the total invested amount, and the total percentage increase on this. The calculation here, which is done, is basically the profit. This is why you can see that at 10,000 invested amount and 5,800 current amount, it is saying that the increase is 487%. Finally, if you'd like, you can just look at how the value and the invested amount were compared to one another over this period. The red line on the chart is showing you the value, and the blue line is showing you the invested amount. For example, here we can see that if there was a cash out on those coins around the beginning of January, the return would have been much greater than it was, for example, in the beginning of February. This is pretty much related to this spreadsheet, so if you have any questions, please just let me know, or if you encounter any problem or any bugs with the sheet, also please let me know, and I will try to support you as soon as I can with their resolution. Goodbye.